Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you my spring essentials. All of the pieces here are brought with a focus on longevity. I want my spring capsule wardrobe to be filled with all of the pieces that I can easily match together, style together, and to be able to create multiple different style combinations. And since we are now in the April, I believe there is no better time than it is now for me to share with you my spring essentials. So let me start first with bottoms. Over here I have these pair of trousers. These are Zara trousers that I have for like 3-4 years now, and I am wearing them on repeat. I love this really elegant tailoring that they have. It is a high-waisted design with a front crease, and they also have that ankle cut. That is something that I find really flattering once we approach these warmer months. Showing just a little bit of skin is just in a way so attractive, and I just love how your shoes can be seen. Like everything is just so flawless when it comes to this design. If for example you're not a fan of maybe this sort of design, you can go after trousers that suit your style preference and your body type, which is always the most important thing. I love these trousers because I can easily dress them down, dress them up, but what I also love in springtime of the year is just to wear everything monochromatic from head to toe, and that is one of the ways how I love to style these trousers as well. But I'm of course totally aware that not all of you maybe prefer something lighter. Maybe your lifestyle don't allow you to have lighter cream trousers and so on. Maybe you would go rather for something that is in deeper tone, deeper gray, deeper chocolate brown, or any deeper tone honestly. But here I have these black trousers, similar design, slightly a little bit more looser fit, and they're also high-waisted with ankle cut. Again, that is the detail that I love the most. This piece is in a way so universal. You can style it with pretty much anything, and no matter what you style these trousers with, you're always going to have that in a way smart touch to your look, just because that is what the trousers add to our style. But I also have these other black trousers that I want to share with you. Maybe you're, for example, fan of this sort of a design. These are also high-waisted, very loose fit, wide leg trousers, but they're coming in that full length. So maybe for some of you this is more your style preference. I honestly believe that any woman out there looks good in these sort of trousers. Today on the market there is so many options to choose from. These ones are from Zara, and I honestly adore Zara's line of wide leg trousers in the full length. They just bring some really outstanding pieces. So maybe you don't like a black tone, which is totally understandable. Maybe you prefer white. That is something that is extremely chic during springtime of the year as well. Or maybe cream trousers. These black trousers are so easy to style with anything. I love to wear them with my ballet flats, but again, I can also style them equally good with trainers or kitten heels. So honestly, a trousers like this is so easy to style with pretty much anything. Moving on to the jeans. Here I have these mom jeans. These are H&M high-waisted and again ankle cut sort of a jeans. I honestly adore ankle cut, and you will see my other pair of jeans also come in that length because I simply adore it. I find it extremely flattering for the warmer time of the year, and I love these jeans. They're definitely my go-to. If I have to do anything like immediately, I have to get out of the house and do certain things in the city, I would wear these jeans, my ballet flats, any shirt, blazer on top, and I'm ready. Then there are these black jeans. I have to say, I'm wearing these jeans literally throughout the year, every season. I simply adore them. In comparison with the blue denim jeans, I have to say that maybe slightly I prefer my black jeans a little bit more, simply because in a way they are always so easier to style. I can pretty much style them with anything, and I just love how black still adds a dose of elegance, tiny little bit more than blue jeans, but I still wear them equally. So that is the reason why I simply adore these black jeans. They're so easy to style for any occasion. From day to night you can easily dress them down or dress them up. Maybe I am adding too many of the buttons for a spring capsule wardrobe, but as I said in my previous video, I don't want to limit myself with how many pieces I'm going to have in my capsule wardrobe. I'm gonna add everything that I find comfortable and that I keep on wearing from season season to season. And same can be said for these white jeans. I simply adore white jeans or white pants now in the warmer time of the year. I find them like to be my essential staple, honestly. I love to style everything white from head to toe. Monochromatic way of styling is one of my favorite ways to style in this warmer time of the year. It is so easy to create multiple different style combinations together with white jeans because they're just white and everything works so perfectly on top of white. But yeah, everything white from head to toe during spring is just I love it. I love it. My favorite way of styling. Moving on to my final bottoms, and that will be this midi satin skirt from Zara. I adore this skirt and I'm wearing it throughout the year, no matter what season it is, because I find this piece to be so useful, like for any occasion, for any season, and I just had to include it. Maybe, for example, you would prefer some other tone other than black, which I totally understand. I also need to add some sort of a midi satin skirt in some cream tone like these trousers. I believe something like that would be so stunning to have for springtime of the year, and a piece like that would never let you down. And I can say the same for this black one as well. Also, when it comes to the fit of this skirt, it is midi length. If you prefer mini length, then of course go after the fit that you like to see on yourself the most, or maybe some of you prefer full length like a column skirt. That is also really flattering and nice design as well. So yeah, I absolutely adore this piece because it is so multifunctional, honestly. Moving on to the tops, and here I have this tank top. It is like a knitten kind of a tank top, which is something that I absolutely adore, especially for the springtime of the year. It's really nice when you have those knitted sort of tops, even if they are short sleeved. This one is from H&M, and I really love this crew neckline together with really nice tailoring. Pieces like this have multiple purpose because you can style them and wear them for different occasions. Moving on to the shirts, here I have three shirts. White shirt, then this tan or like a sort of a brown shirt, and then this cream shirt. I honestly love to wear these three shirts equally. Maybe, for example, you prefer them in some other tone, maybe black, gray, navy, chocolate brown, whatever tone it is that you prefer, add them. But I simply adore these ones, honestly. I really love this elegant crew neckline, and once again these are also knitted shirts. They're from H&M, and the reason why I love them is simply because they are knitted, so they always add that dose of warmth even though they're shirts. Then there is this cotton creamy shirt from H&M. I absolutely adore this piece. It is such a flattering shirt because this tone easily goes with anything that I have over here. A piece like this I can easily use with some more casual look, but I can easily style the shirt also for some a little bit more elevated look. I can wear it with my satin skirt with kitten heels and I'm ready to go. But maybe you prefer a shirt in some other tone. You should always add the tone that fits your skin tone and that fits the pieces that you have in your wardrobe. For me, it is the most important thing that my shirt works so perfectly with everything that I have in my wardrobe. But there is also a white shirt. Of course, I'm going to include a white shirt into my spring essentials. I believe that a white shirt is essential throughout all of the seasons, not just for springtime of the year. And I believe that every woman out there has one white shirt. There is not much I can say about white shirt that haven't been said. I absolutely adore how I can style a shirt like this with jeans and sneakers, or I can style it with my black trousers, with a kitten heel, or with my ballet flats. Whatever it is just going to add a smart touch to the look. It is one of those staple pieces that we all want to have in our wardrobe because they always bring that classy touch to your outfit. During spring, we also often tend to have a little bit colder days, so for that reason it is good to include one of your knit pieces. Over here I have this really beautiful cream knit blouse. I really love it. I love these drop down sleeves. It is just such an elegant piece. I have this one from H&M, and ever since I purchased it, I have been wearing it on repeat from season to season. But then there is also this white one that I also absolutely adore. I adore this V neckline. I love it. It is a little bit more chunkier knit, not like that winter chunky knit, but just tiny little bit more chunkier in comparison with this cream one. And I love both of these pieces because they're in a way boxy, so they're a little bit oversized. I love how that loose fit always adds that unfinished touch to your outfit. That is something that always looks so effortlessly chic. So for that reason, I absolutely adore these a little bit more oversized, boxier designs. Now moving on to the blazers. Here I have this H&M oversized beige, like a brownish sort of a blazer or tanned blazer. I really love this one because during colder time of the year, I tend to wear my black one the most. So for that reason, once we approach these warmer months, I really like to include this one more, just to wear it more for the difference. I love this oversized fit, and I simply love how this blazer finishes any simple and basic look and just adds that finishing smart and polished touch to the overall style. But even though we're out of the colder days, I still go after my black blazer as well, because I simply find black blazer the staple. That is something that I would always go after no matter what season it is. So black blazer is just my staple throughout the year. So for that reason, I simply had to include it. But maybe you just don't like black blazer. Maybe you prefer more navy blazer, gray blazer. Honestly, whatever blazer you prefer, maybe it's even checked blazer, or even like, for example, today I'm wearing this light pistachio green blazer. Like whatever blazer you like to wear most, then just keep on wearing it. Then there is this white blazer. This is more of a slim fit single breasted blazer. I always believe that in our blazer collection we should have one that is oversized, a little bit more relaxed sort of a design, but then we should also have one smart looking blazer, and I believe this white one is exactly that. This white blazer can easily elevate any simplest look. If I'm wearing these blue jeans, white shirt, and then this white blazer, I feel how immediately it elevated the look. But I also had to include a leather jacket into my staples, because not all of the spring days are blazer appropriate. Sometimes it's raining, sometimes it's a little bit colder and you want to have your knitwear and your leather jacket. And I love these leather jackets because it is so simple, it is plain and minimal. I love this fit of the leather jacket. It is also a little bit slim fitted, so I love that it doesn't have a lot of elements. Therefore I find this piece to be like the classic staple leather jacket you want to have. But maybe you prefer also some oversized leather jacket. In that case, go after what you find most appealing for your lifestyle and for your style preference in general. And finally, there is this trench coat. This is the piece from H&M, and I absolutely adore trench coat. But I do have to say that here in Serbia, we're having a little bit warmer time of the year now in the April, and I'm not especially going after this trench coat. But of course, if there is a certain colder day, then absolutely I will go after a trench coat, especially if I want to look a little bit more smart and put together. That is exactly what I believe trench coat brings to our outfit. It always brings that really polished touch to our overall style. But of course, it depends where you're living. Maybe some of these outwear pieces are not enough for you, so maybe you would like some quilted jacket or anything a little bit more thicker. So for that reason, always go after what works best for where you live, for your style. And when it comes to shoes, I have these ballet flats that I absolutely adore. These ones are from H&M. If you don't prefer this color combination, you can go after ballet flats in black tone or white tone, whatever tone you prefer. But I also have these pointy toe cream ballet flats from Vivaya. I absolutely adore this piece because it is just so elegant and so stunning. And I also had to include these black Zara loafers because they always add something so smart and so like office appropriate to the look. For a little bit more comfortable look, I prefer to wear my white trainers from Nike, and I love them because again they're so simple, sleek and minimal. But if I want to look a little bit more elevated, my must-have essential would be these H&M black kitten heel sling bags. So yeah, that would be it when it comes to shoes. And then when it comes to bags, I have this YSL black purse that I absolutely adore. It's my favorite purse. It's a crossbody purse, but maybe you also prefer some tote bag, which are also really chic for this springtime of the year. And with that said, I believe I mentioned all of the pieces that that are part of my spring capsule wardrobe. These will be all of the essential pieces that I always keep on wearing on repeat for many years now. Honestly, none of these pieces is new. That is, I believe, really important to say. So I have been wearing these pieces for 3, 4, 5, some even longer years. And that is in general how I want to work on my style and how I want to build my wardrobe. I wanted to have all of the pieces that are matchy and coherent with each other, pieces that I can easily style together, because I really don't want any complications, and I want the pieces that I add to really last long. Like, I don't want to bring a capsule wardrobe that will last me for one season. I want to have a capsule wardrobe that will last me for like 5, 10 years. So yeah, that is my goal, and that is what I'm always working towards though. So yeah, with that said, that will be it in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, I will try to find all the similar links of these pieces below, because as I said, these are all the pieces, so I'm not sure if I will manage to find all the same exact designs. So yeah, once again, thanks all for watching, and yeah, I see you all in the next one. Bye!